what it do? How y'all are doing? It is that time yet again. Your boy here, A Reed, chilling in the mix. You know I gotta have my boy Broken, aka Brian, chilling in the mix with me. Say, I got a question, man. We was laughing about this before the show. Do you have your shot? Do you have your passport? Do you want to come back with Rob to America? Well, that shit was hilarious.
America.
That shit was hilarious, man. What's up, man? Y'all know how we do it at the Monday Man Cave. Y'all know how it is. Glad to be here. I'm glad you
Oh,
guys enjoyed it. There. We gonna have a good time, good show today.
oh
All
my
right. You are officially kicking it in the Monday Man Cave. Let's get it on.
Swagger, pimp, yeah. Can't now another nigga like me. Yeah. Okay, it goes 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, rockin'. It's time for hip hop. On they Reese watch, no sir, not for show. No bars made up of fairy tales. I'm trying for the tragedy, I know it well. So put your hands up in the air just for the winners. A peace sign of pimps, the prostitutes, the sinners. We all deserve a second chance, but we products of illusion and victims of our own circumstance. Apply the pressure, I bet you can. Live the life that you love, shout out to Rand. Love the life that you live, shout out again. It ain't a tough pill to swallow once you comprehend.
Oh yeah, back
God.
at it again, man. How we doing, man? Look, I'm still steady here laughing. You are now kicking it here in the Monday Man Cave with your boy Hey Reed, man, my boy Brian, aka Broken Safety. Broken Safety because it's safe to be broken when we on them games. You know what I'm talking about. Everybody, I appreciate y'all. Make sure you like, subscribe, smash that bell, all of that good stuff so you can get notifications whenever this show comes on and all the BGSC network shows that we got going on the mix. Please follow, like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Y'all, we are in this month. We about to have a good time. And man, I'm kind of excited for this show because this is like kind of home for us, man. You know, we're gonna be talking some stuff that we talk about, you dig? You know, but with that being said, I'm glad you're tuning in, everybody that is. Brian, man, I'm ready. Is you ready, bro?
Yes, sir.
Let's get it started with, of course, the 3 points. A Reed's 3 points. Let's hit this. 3 points. Agree or disagree? And please leave your comments and everything like that, man. Would love to, chop it up and put your comments right here up on live while we are here live on this podcast show. First thing I want to talk about, you see the title of what this is, the NBA All Star. Y'all saw the picture that I had up and everything. So I mean, of course, you already know what it is. But I really want to talk about this shit, man. The NBA All Star game. This is my first point. And Brian, maybe you can attest to this and let me know, man. But this NBA All Star shit is weak. It's just weak. I'm gonna come out and say it that this is weak. Okay, before anybody tries to get up on me, I'm not saying that the players are weak. I'm not saying none of that crap, nothing to that folk, because they're doing some amazing things that I wish that I could do. Okay, I'm damn near 40 years old and I'm watching kids that are younger than, I call them kids, a little younger, niggas, younger than me that are jumping out the gym, can shoot the rock like it ain't nothing and this is that and the third. But I'm just saying, whatever this new inclination of the NBA All Star game that is going on, that has been going on for these years and years and years, maybe since Kobe has left, rest in peace, this shit has been weak. Okay, and when I say weak, I'm saying the all around whole festivities, excuse me, of this event. Okay, I understand that it's about like a 3 day event that they do right in the middle of the NBA season. I can't necessarily remember, Brian, how it was back in the day. One thing I do remember though back in the day that your 3 point contests were legit, your slam dunk contests were legit, and that NBA All Star game was like the greatest pickup game that we could ever like watch. You know what I'm saying? Um, I saw a quote by Kobe, and Kobe had said that this is, that the All Star game should be one of the, it should be bigger than, Rucker Park. It should be bigger than UCLA. Going down to UCLA playing pickup games. Like you got the assembly of the best of the best of the best in the NBA, and I mean, do you really want to see these guys playing a pickup game? Are you cool with these guys just halfway bullshitting, not really playing defense? I mean, even I saw Luca shoot the ball all the way from the other side of the court. I mean, they don't do no kind of defense whatsoever. Slam dunks, all of this other stuff. I don't know, man. It's just weak to me, man. This the skills challenge shit. Like I feel like the skills challenge. I honestly feel like the skills challenge was just something that they made up to just occupy some time. It was just an event that they made up just to occupy some time. They had to occupy a day. I don't know. Maybe I could be wrong. What do you think, Brian?
Uh, First thing, what was the score of the game? Just I'll let everybody know. I actually didn't watch the All Star game. I should have watched the replay of it today, but I actually missed the All Star game. I was indisposed. But the final score of that game, I believe I saw. I know it was 211.
It was like,
I believe 211 to 186.
yeah, 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 somewhere around that. That's
Uh,
ridiculous, dude.
that's
That's
disgusting.
fucking ridiculous.
When I saw that score, I was kind of like, I'm glad I didn't watch it. Like that's disgusting to me. I mean, I guess it's cool. I guess it's cool for some people who just absolutely love offense. Well, offense is what sells. I mean, to see two teams almost combine for 400 points, to combine for 400 points. I mean,
Yeah,
I mean, if that's what you want to see, if that's what you go to the games for, to see 400 points combined, I mean, I guess you got what you wanted to see, right? If you wanted to see offense, that's what you got.
it's not entertaining.
I do. Okay, so let's I'll finish answering kind of a little bit of what you said. Like, okay, the whole weekend festivities, it does seem weaker. It doesn't hit as hard. It really doesn't. Uh, it doesn't seem like the players take as much pride in the All
Facts.
Star weekend as they used to.
Facts.
I don't know what awards the players actually care about anymore. You can't tell. Like it seems like I know they care about the MVP.
Yeah.
That seems like the one award that NBA players, and I'm not going to talk about every league. We can go through every league with stuff like this, but let's keep it on NBA, right? But
Mhm.
seems like the NBA, the only award the players generally, the only personal award the players generally care about, it seems like the MVP might be the only one they really care about.
Right.
And then that's only about 6 or 7 potential guys, 6, 7, 8, maybe the top 10 guys in the league who actually think they have a chance at winning that award.
Right.
So
Right.
it
Right. Right.
might
Right.
be so it might be only about 10 guys in the league who really care about that award. And then out of those 10 guys, I'm not sure if they really care about it. I'm still not sure if
You're
they
saying
totally care about it, because if they did, they would play as many games as they could.
now
And
you
they
talking
would
about the MVP at the end of the year, right?
Yeah, the league MVP award.
The league MVP. Okay.
The
Okay.
the league MVP. The league MVP.
Okay.
I'm to me that seems like the only award guys pretty care. I mean, I don't know if they care about NBA first team. I don't know if they care about defensive player of the year. I
You
don't
don't
know
get
if
no
they
hardware for that. That's just name
No, you
recognition.
do. You do. Defensive player of the year, I believe.
No, yeah, that. But when you're saying like the first team, second team, all that, no, you
Well,
don't get no
yeah.
hardware. That's just
Well,
name recognition.
I don't think you get hardware for that, but that
Mm-mm.
goes on your record. It goes on
Yeah,
your record,
yeah,
and
it's name recognition.
it goes on your Hall of Fame resume. Any type of resume you're trying to build for the Hall, all of that goes on your resume. So defensive player of the years, assist leader, shot block leader, steals leader. So all of the, leading, all of these leading type of categories, they go on any kind of career resume that you're trying to put together. And
Right.
I'm not sure if a lot of these players care about any of these things anymore. It's like, and I think this was bound to happen the more money these guys make, especially the more money, the middle of the road kind of, and we're talking about that second kind of tier superstar, right?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
second or third tier superstar, to where if you get better every year, you can possibly enter and there's no such thing as second or third tier superstar. So let me rephrase that. The second or third tier all-star guys, these really good players who, if they work on their game and get better every year, they can possibly try to enter superstar status, or possibly try to compete for MVPs, defensive player of the years, offensive player of the years, you know what I'm saying, steals leader, you know what I'm saying? Like, they can try to get these recognitions, and I'm not sure if, when these guys making so much money, do you care about how many All-Star games you go to? Do you care that, like, I'm sure they like being a part of
Some
the
guys, I
festive.
would think that some guys do. I would think that some guys do because they do want to be considered all-star. Being in an all-star game is considered that you're among the elites of the elites. You know what I'm saying? So I could feel guys wanting to
So they
play
only
their
care
hearts out
about
to make it over there to be selected for an all-star. I understand that.
so they only care about being selected for it, but do they care about the actual festive, the weekend, the actual week? They can pass on. Oh, I made the All-Star team, but do I actually want to do something in the game? Like,
Seeing how they go about the games and stuff like that. I mean, it really just looks, even with the festivities, and we'll go on to, like, the 3-point contest, and we'll go to the slam dunk or whatnot. But looking at what they do, you can tell that they're just really having a lot of fun being there. They're not really trying too hard. I mean, even in the skills challenge, do you think the guys are really trying that hard? I know they're trying to beat the clock and whatnot, or trying to beat the other team's time, but they're not really putting that much effort into making, strong passes and, shooting the rock, the way that they need to do. I feel like they're not necessarily they're displaying their talent, but man, it's like it's like how you used to go to the park, man, and just, hey, man, I bet you can't hit it from, what I'm saying, hit it from the other side. I bet you can't, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, I mean, you see guys making all sorts of trick shots and whatnot, and I mean, and I understand that it's beautiful for the fans and whatnot, and everybody that's watching, everybody that's attending,
well,
but
do the
it's just
fans
like,
do the fans care? Do the fans care as much as they used to? And I got another, before we end this particular segment, I do have another question for you, but go ahead and answer that one.
I can't. You know what? I say no, and the reason I say no is because I use myself as an example. Because if I cared, I would take the time to watch. If I cared, I would have hit up you. I would have hit a grip and be like, "Hey, man, I'm not missing NBA All Star." I'll be texting you guys and be like, "Hey, man, yeah, y'all watching what such and such did on this All Star? Are you watching this? Are you watching that?" I'm telling you, when Kobe used to be in the All Star game, I watched because Kobe wanted to make it a game. When Jordan used to be in these All Star games, and he was in All Star games with David Robinson, with, Charles Barkley, with Patrick Ewing. I'm talking about big names. These guys cared about the game. They cared about the game. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, you got guys that, I don't want to get hurt at the rest of the season, and I just want to, I ain't gonna put in that much effort. I guess they decide they want to make it a game in the fourth quarter. Hell no, man. I want to see. Me personally, being a fan, I want to see the best of the best go at it. I want this to be the best pickup game that I've ever seen.
So I do see that. Okay, so I was gonna give him a little bit of credit, and I do see that. I mean, I kind of see LeBron try to make it competitive a little bit, but also what I do notice is that they'll kind of lag the first 3.5 quarters,
Yes, they do.
and they won't get serious until about maybe 8 to 7 to 6 minutes left in the game. If it's
Hmm.
close, Then
Hmm.
they'll like the last 5 minutes be fire sometimes. It be low key fire the last few years. Like the last but I mean, but that means you have to sit through 38 minutes
Of
of
them just bullshit.
of bullshit before you get 5 minutes of real basketball.
Facts.
Like so that's is that I don't know if that's definitely not necessarily fair to the fans. I think but I mean I think a lot of people in the stadium are celebrities too. So a lot of people in the state, especially up close, right up front, you don't have a lot of real
Yeah.
fans, and then and
Yeah.
you have some, and then some of those celebrities are God's honest real basketball fans. I ain't gonna say just because you're a celebrity don't mean that you don't like real basketball, but I mean let's be honest. Like a lot of those guys are there to be seen and to
True.
pump up
True.
their own personal brand. You know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily about
But
the basketball.
true. True. But that should be even more reason to show out.
Because you're in front of a lot of famous people.
You're not just the famous people. You're in front of fans. You're in front of elite people. You're in front of the rich, the medium, the poor. You're in front of all of them. And they all came to see that. They all came to see the best of the best. And y'all just kind of
Yeah,
give a lackluster.
I'm
You know
not
what I'm
sure. I'm
saying?
not sure how many poor people are actually inside the
You know what
stadium,
I'm
but
saying, bro. Not you getting technical. You know what
no,
I'm saying.
no.
You
I
know what
mean,
I'm saying. I ain't saying okay,
that
people.
gotta
I'm
be
not saying y'all are
mentioned.
necessarily poor.
That
Okay, I'm
gotta be
just
mentioned.
saying. I'm just saying we all come from different shit. Everybody ain't paid the same tickets. Okay, people up in the rafters, and then you got people that's paying the tickets to be on the floor. Everybody can't afford them
Well,
shit.
shit. I mean, I don't even know. Shit, I'm sure the Rafter All Star Game tickets are pretty pricey. That's like Super Bowl. To get in
I'm
the
just
Super
saying.
Bowl, you spend an arm and a leg to sit up top. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous
Yeah,
the prices of Super Bowl tickets. So, I mean, All Star Game tickets they not as expensive as Super Bowl tickets, but I mean, whenever they so if they have it in Houston or they if they have it in a poppin' city like Houston, Atlanta, whatever, those tickets are expensive.
yeah, yeah,
Those
yeah,
tickets be pricey. If they when they ever they have it in the city where a lot of niggas want to go to, you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, yeah,
those tickets be pricey. Those tickets be up there.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But well, what was your question that
Okay,
you gonna hit
so
before I went to the second?
do you think a certain number of the players certain they care more about because you were saying the Rucker, you mentioned the Rucker. So do you
Mhm.
think they care more about being competitive or showing real skill, like being real at the Rucker and the Drew League over the All Star? Like, do you like if I go to the Rucker or if I go to the Drew League, like I'm gonna really show fools what's up. Like I'm gonna drop 60 at the Drew League. Like I'm gonna
I could
do
see that. I could see that. I could see that. Mainly because, and I put it like this: if I'm a somewhat big name, if
because
I'm a
now you around the real people. Now you
yeah,
around
yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
now
If
you
I'm
around the realness. Now you
if
around the realness. You ain't around no fake shit at the Rucker. You ain't
real talk,
you
real
know,
talk,
you around the realness now. So now it's like, okay, can you really ball like that? Like you in the league, but do you really got game?
facts. So I'm saying like, if I have a name, if I have a pretty good name in the NBA, and it's like 9 times out of 10, motherfuckers they know okay, Aaron Reed he gonna come out here, he gonna do what he do, and it's pretty much a foregone conclusion that no matter what I do within the season, I'm pretty much gonna get selected to the All Star because people just like to fucking see me in the All Star. Cool, that's fine and dandy. If I'm going to the Rucker, if I'm going to the Drew League, I'm gonna prove to you, nigga, why I'm in the NBA. You feel me? Because there's gonna be
Right,
some real people out there, like some real serious balling people that like want to see some hoops at the,
right,
you know what I'm saying, at Rucker Park. Nigga, please, are you
right.
serious? I gotta show out, like how Kobe has showed out, like KD has showed out. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I gotta show out over there. I gotta show out at the Drew League and let these guys know. Nigga, it's a reason I'm in the NBA. Don't get it twisted.
Don't get
You
it
know what I'm saying?
twisted.
Don't get it twisted. I'm not just a name. I'm here for a reason. I'm in the league
You
making
can't
millions
get
for a reason.
You can't get dunked on at the Drew League. You can't get dunked on at Ruck. Like you gotta play some defense. Like you can't.
I gotta bring my A game because
You
I
gotta
gotta
bring
let
A
y'all
game.
know because
You
you
don't
have
want to
to
get crossed
understand
over. You don't want to get crossed and dropped on the floor or something like that with some dude
that's
that
your reputation. That's your reputation, bro.
crossed you over and tripped you up and came in and dunked and made a layup. That's on YouTube in
Facts.
15 minutes, less
Facts.
than 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Facts. It's
Look
getting
what
posted.
is
As soon
getting
as it happens,
posted.
it's getting
As soon
posted.
as it had look what happened to so and so at Rucker.
Facts.
And you're talking about 2 million views within 15 minutes.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I would have to bring my A game. If I know that I'm gonna be an all-star regardless every year, like LeBron knows he's gonna be an all-star. LeBron doesn't have to even fucking try. He knows that he's gonna be one of the top people in the all-star game every year.
Yeah,
Why?
yeah,
Because fuck,
no
I'm
doubt.
LeBron.
You're gonna get voted in.
Simple. You see what I'm saying? So why does he have to try? Why does he necessarily have to put on the show? Which brings me to my next point. Like that transition. I like the transition you did, bro. The three-point shootout has now become the premier event of the NBA
Mm,
All-Star.
mm.
The three-point shootout, people, is now the premier event of the NBA All-Star. Trust me when I say this, yo. I tune in to see who's participating in the three-point line. See, when I'm watching All-Star, when the All-Star festivities come up, I don't care about the first. I don't care about the first day. Because the first day ain't nothing but bullshit ass celebrities and
Yeah,
players
yeah.
from the leagues
I
coming.
don't watch
I
the.
don't
Yeah,
care to see that shit. The
I
two
don't
on
watch the
two with
celebrity. Yeah, I
the
don't watch the
rappers and shit.
celebrity
I
game.
don't care.
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't
watch.
care to see all
Yeah,
that. Okay.
I don't watch
I'm
that.
watching
Yeah,
on day 2 where you got the 3-point, the skills challenge, and you got the slam dunk. Skills
right.
challenge I could really care less about, but I mean it is what it is. All
They
right.
can do it. They can do away with that.
They can do away with that, but they gotta fill the time slot with something. The 3-point shootout to me nowadays is the premier event. It's not the slam dunk anymore. It's the 3-point. I like to see who the 8 contestants are. I like to see who's the past champion. I like to see who will be able to take over the crown for the new champion. Okay. Um,
Yeah.
I like seeing, look, this past one, Dame Lillard just won it back to back. But to my surprise, Big Cat was looking like he was about to.
He was looking wet. He was
He
looking
was
wet for
looking
a little.
wet.
He was looking wet for a little bit, especially
You
that
know what I'm
from the elbow.
Pause.
That
Pause.
pause.
I gotta say pause.
Yeah, you got me on that.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got me
Yeah.
on that.
Pause on that. But that shot was flowing, man. This shot was flowing. No doubt. It was. It was so. Yeah. But I think it is the premier event now, bro. I think it just is, man. I think I think people tune in to see that. Even the battle between Steph
I
and
kind of agree with you.
Anesco.
That went well. That went really well. Cause
What
she
the
was,
battle between?
hey,
Shit.
yeah, cause she came out dropping. Like
Shit.
she came out water too, like water. Like
Shit.
it's true.
No.
That net was popping. She came out first 2 racks, like she was about to like really like try to go perfect again. Like try like
Facts. Facts.
she wasn't. I think she started choking up just a little bit. She missed that first long three. The
Oh
first
yeah, that money
extra
ball.
it's not even called, it's called something else. It's
That
like
starry ball.
the Gatorade ball or so whatever that long ball is, the long
Yeah.
elbow three that it's like a 3-pointer.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's worth 3 points. And she missed that one and then she came to the top of the key and then she started kind of I don't know if she choked up a little bit, if she tensed up a little bit or whatever. I kind of think that long three put her out of her rhythm when she missed that. And then she brought it back together a little bit and she still hit 26. And I mean
Well,
26.
she hit 26, and people were saying that she probably should have shot from the WNBA 3-point line.
No,
From what I
no,
heard,
no,
she
no,
shot from
no,
she wanted to shoot
no,
from there. Of course, she was shooting WNBA balls, but she
no.
was shooting from there. And I don't care what you said, the girl was stroking. And then the funny thing is, the funny thing is,
No, she challenged him, and it's all about women being as good as men, like, or being,
Yeah, yeah,
like being
yeah,
able not,
yeah.
and it's not even necessarily about, necessarily being as good as men. I mean, even though they do say like we can beat you, I can beat you, you got female boxers saying they can beat male boxers now. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you got all this, all this going on. And no, she got to shoot from the NBA
The
three.
girl can
No,
shoot. The
no, she
girl can
don't.
definitely
Yeah,
shoot. The girl can definitely
yeah.
shoot. I
She
want to
can.
point this out
Yeah.
though. I want to point this out though before I go to the next point.
What she need to start doing is never shooting from the line in the WNBA. She need to play like Curry.
Oh,
She needs to play like Curry and
um,
always shoot 2 or 3 feet behind the WNBA line in her league. So
yeah.
she needs to shoot. She needs to
That would
shoot.
probably that would possibly equal
That'll change the
the
game.
same.
That'll
Yeah.
change. That'll change the WNBA game. If she starts shooting farther away from the basket, she needs to shoot way behind the WNBA line. That's what she needs to set the bar and take the range out. And then young girls will start playing like her. Will start just like young men started playing like Steph. Little boys,
Yeah.
little kids, and other players
Yeah.
started playing like Steph, started shooting from the logo and shit
She can
like
help
that.
revolutionize the game.
She can change the game.
Yeah.
Shoot,
She can change the
don't
game. I can
don't
see
shoot
that.
at the WNBA line.
I can
Shoot
see that.
back. Shoot back. That's what
I'm
she
gonna
need to do.
I'm gonna
That's what
point
can't
this out.
the funny. Okay, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
I'm gonna point this out before we go to the next point. Look, the girl, Nisco, I don't know how to say her name, and Steph Curry, they came in and she
Sabrina.
literally Sabrina. She, and I mean, they only did one round. Both of them did just one round.
One
She
round.
hit 26. Okay,
That
she
was
hit about
good for one round,
for
and then
one
her.
round. She hits
Yeah,
26, which was probably
yeah.
about the equivalent of all the guys that was in the 3-point contest.
Well, no, yeah, that was the top.
No,
I
that was
believe
the
that
top
was
score.
that was
She
the
could
top
have literally
score.
battled for that crown. Listen
Yeah.
to me. She could have literally battled for that crown. She hit 26. Steph on his first attempt hits 29. Damn near 30. 29. He beat out every single person that competed in that 3-point contest on one round. That
He would have
just
won.
shows you
He
how
would have
fucking
won the
elite this
normal.
was.
Yeah, he would have won the normal 3-point contest if he would have. Yeah,
It's damn
he
near
would
to
have
the
won that.
point that they have to tell Steph, you can't even compete in this. You can't compete because it's not fair. It's just
Well,
not
yeah,
fair.
he set the record, and
Yeah.
once he set
He
the record, he didn't have anything else to prove once he set the record.
yeah. They
And
telling him, bro, you can't be in a 3-point contest. It's not a fair advantage for anybody.
I'm just really impressed by her, man, because when I saw her warming up, she didn't look that wet. Like she didn't look that wild. I'm like, oh, like she came out low key breaking like during the warm up, and I'm like, okay, is she really ready? Is she really warm enough? And when it got serious, and it came game time, dog, she was dry. Like she came out fire. I was
She's
like,
dropping them
okay,
wrong.
I was like, dog, she can really shoot. She can shoot.
She was dropping them. She was dropping them. My third point, man, I want to make on this All Star thing, man, which is really hurts me to say this. God damn, because this is my favorite event. But the slam dunk contest is done. It's just done. It's just done. It's not entertaining anymore. I'm not putting down Mac McClung. I'm not putting down none of the contestants, but it's not fun. And then I'll tell you this. Y'all have gotten to the point to where you're trying to be way too creative. Way too
Mm,
creative.
mm.
I miss dunks. I miss
Well,
dunks. No, don't get me wrong. Don't get me
it's a
wrong.
lot of
Aaron Griffin,
it's
the
a lot
Aaron
of
Griffin,
dunks.
the Aaron Griffin, Zach Levine going back. Look, that was great because them guys was Aaron going
Gordon, Eric,
to
yeah,
yeah,
Gordon.
Gordon taking those taking the ball but under both legs. That shit was good. That was real good. You know what I'm saying? The whole Vince Carter thing, nigga. When Vince did the shit back in 2000, that shit was just ridiculous. But I miss dunks. I just miss dunks. I miss the raw, the uncut. I miss the guys that just trying to like literally just trying to fucking just break the fucking rim with that dunk, bringing it all the way back, bringing that something back and just bring it up. I mean, all of this extra stuff. It is cool to jump over people. Everybody wants to jump over Shaq. Everybody wants to do this and everybody, but it's losing its luster. And I tell you another thing that makes it lose its luster because you got a bunch of no names that get up there and do it. It's nobody that you're anticipating to watch. Now we watch it to see who's gonna do what in the dunk contest. Yes, we watch it, but it's boring.
So so one is that the dunks, they're trying to be too creative with the dunks, and I guess the reason would be is like we've seen most of the dunks done. The interesting is if you want to see newer dunks, like dunks people really haven't done, you would watch like the high school dunk contest or the college dunk contest
Yeah.
because for whatever reason, those younger guys seem like they pull out stuff that's pretty.
But that's more entertaining. That's
It's
more
pretty.
entertaining.
It's pretty inventive, and they kind of do dunks that you might not totally have seen before. For whatever reason, they're a little more creative in creating kind of newer type of dunks. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I mean, it's every dunk has been done. It's like so hard to.
I know.
It's so hard to do. It's so hard to do new dunks. Like everything has been done.
I feel you. But let me give you an example.
Okay.
Jaylen Brown decides to, I guess, jump over somebody. He dunks the ball, and then at the very last minute, I guess he tried to do the D Brown, the old school D Brown, and eventually failed.
They get
because he forgot to put his arm up, and you know.
Yeah, he put his arm at the end. He's already coming.
He was already on the ground by the time he put the arm up.
By the time he finally put his arm up, That,
you know what I'm saying?
That's not.
I didn't even know who the Hispanic guy was. I've never seen him.
From the Heat.
Yeah, I've never seen him. Mac McClung, they only put Mac McClung back in there because he won it last year, and he.
He got to defend. Yeah, he got to defend.
Year,
he got to defend his title, but
he got hops. But
he's a G League player.
He's a G League.
That's funny. That's what's funny about him is that he's not.
And that makes it look, and that makes it even worse. Think about that, Brian. That makes it even worse. But y'all in the G League beat y'all, and y'all in the league.
Okay, well, not Obi Toppin, Jacob Toppin, Obi Toppin's brother, his little brother, Jacob. He got cheated though. Like come on, man. Like he got cheated on his one dunk. They gave him like 47, like 2 or something like that. Like that one dunk, I want to say it was his second dunk. And that dunk should have been like at least a 40. That dunk should have got him into that next round. I don't know if it would have been the last round, but it should have got him into the next round though. He got cheated on that dunk. He got cheated, and Matt McClung got cheated on the first dunk, the little double clutch kind of.
Oh, the double clutch one. Now that was dope. That one was dope.
That was dope. And they kept saying, well, the judges must have missed it. They didn't see it. I don't know. Well, they sitting there looking at the review. They sitting there
in front row, and you got instant replay and everything right there.
They got instant replay right in front of them. And that one guy gave him 46 for that dunk. I'm like, oh, they was hating on some dunks. Yeah. That I keep calling him Obi. That Jacob Toppin dunk. That Toppin dunk, man. It was better. He deserved better for that dunk. He really did. But he missed it. But he missed it the first time. And I think what's his name was saying was correct though, is that they were penalizing guys for missing their first attempt.
Yeah. It
But
was.
yeah, so you want to see more superstars. You want to see more
I
superstars.
think that would be a very great thing. And I think that's probably going to be one thing that may kind of tarnish LeBron's legacy in just a small bit because LeBron never wanted to do it. I think we all expected LeBron to do it at some point in time in his career. And he's been in the league 20 years and has never done it.
Yeah, it's too late now. I mean, he
It's
should
too
have
late
did
for
it.
him to do it now. So I mean,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
but still at the same time, you got nobody with the real name wants to do this shit. And it
I
just
mean,
they have to pick somebody to do it. So
I was thinking about the LeBron thing, and there's two ways you can look at it as right. You can look at it as okay, you don't respect him for doing it because you know every goat or almost goat
every
like
great has done it. Jordan,
almost
Kobe,
every a lot of the great dunkers
Meek.
have done it. And almost
Yeah,
almost all of the great dunkers have done it, right? You can
yeah,
look at it
yeah.
that way and be like, no, okay, I don't respect the fact that he didn't do it. Or you can say, okay, everybody's always accusing him of trying to chase Jordan or be like Jordan or be better than Kobe or chase Kobe or whatever. He's always trying to upstage all the older players. And maybe he's being, maybe he's saying, okay, I don't have, I don't have to do, like, I'm not going to do it because everybody's going to say I'm only doing it because, because I'm trying to be like them, or it didn't matter what dunks I did, I was going to win anyway. Because they would, post Cleveland the first time, if say he never did it all the way through his rookie year, all the way through when he left Cleveland, if he had got into the dunk contest Miami or after, even the first year on the Lakers, say, and he got into the dunk contest, let post decision, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking my talents to South Beach. That's when a lot of people in the league a lot of fans and a lot of people turned on LeBron, right? It's post
Right,
decision,
right,
right?
right.
If he gets to into the dunk contest after that, a lot of people would say, well, it don't if he won, they wouldn't respect it anyway, because they would say, well, of course he was gonna win. It's LeBron. So I don't think he waited too long to do it, because by that point, if he did it, a lot of people would discredit it and say they was gonna give it to him anyway because he's LeBron, because he is who he is.
If he had did it in his first years in Cleveland, when he was like a young buck, when he did it like his first years in Cleveland, when he was just still coming up, but getting his name and everything like that, I think it'd be a lot of respect with that one. I think a lot of
Yes.
respect. If he was first coming up, I think that's that. I think that's
But
legit.
yeah, but you feel what I'm saying though. If he did it
Yeah,
later on, if he did it his second half of his career, a lot of people would have been like they would have gave it to him anyway. Like they it wouldn't matter if he won. Like if he
fact.
legit, it wouldn't matter if he legit won. A lot of people would have said they gave it to him because he's LeBron. Of course, he wasn't going to lose it.
Yeah, yeah. I know what you're saying. I know what you're
So I
saying.
don't, I don't think a lot of people would have respected it anyway. But I mean, we can still hold that against him, especially in the GOAT debate. Like, because me and my nephew was talking about the greatest dunkers of all time, and I can't put LeBron over anybody who won the dunk. Well, not anybody, but over a lot of guys who won the dunk contest. Jordan won the dunk
No,
contest. Kobe won the dunk contest. So how can I say LeBron is a better dunker all time than Kobe?
facts,
Even though LeBron got some great dunks, but dog, you never won the dunk contest. So
facts,
why would I say you better than Dominique Wilkins? Why would I say you
facts,
better? You ain't won the dunk contest. You never won a dunk contest, my nigga. Like,
facts. All facts, brother. All facts. I agree with you 110%. On that note, let's go to the next one, man. Winners and losers. All right, let's get it. Winners and losers. Bet winners and losers segment brought to you guys by BGSC Network, MCXPRadio here chilling. Hey, Reed, my man Broken, aka Brian. Look, very quick, very simple. Your winners. I'm gonna say this. This is for the fans, because to me, the NBA season starts now. Now is the time. Now
yeah,
is the time. It's usually to me. It's usually I don't really too much pay attention at the beginning of the season when it comes. The beginning of the season all the way up to the All Star because it's just like Teams are trying to figure it out. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, then they make the trades. All right, bam, bam, bam. Then you have the
And
All Star, and
NFL is still going.
NFL still going, all of that stuff. Now, once the All Star game is over, now the teams lock in. Now you're going to start seeing everybody start playing. Okay, you're going to see teams start playing. Now you're about to see who's the cream of the crops, who's going to be, what I'm saying, in the playoffs. All of this good. So I'm always anxious for the All Star game to be over and done with, because this is the NBA season to me. This right here. This is now everybody goes back to their respective cities. They go back to their respective teams. Now it's time to lock in. Let's do what we need to do to get to these playoffs and hopefully win this championship. So that's my win right there. That's my win. Fuck with that. My loser.
Uh,
No, what you saying?
Winner. Ooh. WNBA. I think WNBA won. I think I think
Okay.
I think that was a good I think that was a good showing for women's basketball. They got a
It
lot of
was.
it
It
was,
was.
I think they got a lot of clout off that
She
and they
represented
mentioned
very well. She represented
they
very well.
it ain't lost on me that they mentioned Caitlin Clark a few times, and she not even in the WNBA yet.
Mm,
She not even pro yet, and
mm,
they kept bringing up her name. So they grooming her to just take over the WNBA when she gets.
mm.
They think she is just gonna be like Lady Jordan, like she's lady like she's lady the one. Like remember what they call LeBron? What the one or something or the one,
Chosen one or something.
the chosen one. She's basically like she's like the chosen one,
Yeah.
dog, of female
Yeah.
basketball, dog. Like Caitlin Clark, dog. Her name is ringing bells, bells,
But I
bells.
was like, man, and she just broke the record for the most points scored or something like that. She just did that. So I mean, shit out to her, but
Oh,
you are
and
right.
what's her name was hating on her.
That part. Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. So I give you that. I give you that. WNBA, y'all did win. The for my losers is just quite simple. Y'all got to do better at this All Star because it's boring. It's just fucking boring. Come on, All
Mm.
Star. Y'all, yeah. Adam Silver, do something, brother. Come on with
The
something.
players,
I love the change, but make
one of
these
the
players
problems
play, man.
one of the problems, I think I agree with you that the 3 point contest is now the premier event. I think the players who appear in the 3 point contest care more about it. You can obviously tell that Brunson like was really upset at himself for not
Uh
advancing.
huh.
Like you could see it all over his face. Like he was disappointed in his performance in that, and he really wanted to advance. I think the players who appear in the 3 point contest they wanted more.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like they really wanted more. The NBA, the dunk contest. I mean, Toppin was really disappointed. McClung was disappointed in some of the scores. They're disappointed in the scores they get, but it's just like a lot of the commentators been saying for the last few years. Like all the TNT guys been saying the same thing the last few years is that the players don't hype up the crowd enough and they not excited actually when they make a dunk. So when they finally do make some of these dunks, like they just act like they've done it. Like they don't the crowd don't get hyped if you not hyped. So
Yeah.
they'll do a little bit of hyping the crowd like before the dunk. They'll try to get the fans up and like they'll raise their hands up and all that like that. Like, try get up, get up, get up, start yelling, whatever. But then after they do the dunk, they don't be like, like, like
Yeah. Yeah.
and then
Yeah. Yeah.
running around the court and slapping hands and all that. Like the players gotta get more excited for it too. You know what I'm saying? They gotta act like they ain't never done it before. They gotta act like they're doing flash. They gotta instead of doing all the gimmicks that they kind of do,
Yeah, man.
changing jerseys, putting on gloves, bringing people out
That shit's
there,
corny, dog. That shit be
all
corny,
that,
dog.
all that type. Like
I brought
how
up,
many
oh,
times?
sorry, who this nigga Casa Knight, whatever his name shit.
Oh,
He
Kai.
sitting down, he's sitting there deeked up like a little broad and shit. Yeah, I said it, nigga.
That was, yeah, they brought
Geeking
him
like a
out.
mother, bro. Come on, dog.
They
Get
brought
to the
him out.
dunks,
That
man. Come on,
Nah,
get
hey,
this
but
real
dude, you
shit,
gotta
dog.
connect. You gotta. I understand bringing him out, dog. Like, I finally understand the argument about him and why a lot of the rappers go to his platform to like try to connect to the youth, because like he got a lot of the young people. So you had uh all kind of rappers go on his stream, you know what I'm saying, to like to market themselves to a younger audience, you know, like that's, if you want to get to the under 18s and to the 18s and 19s and to that younger audience, they watching him, they streaming him. So if you want to get to that group of guys, you and kids and girls, guys, girls alike, you know what I'm saying, like you're gonna go there. So I understand bringing him out, but you just got to make it more like the players got to be more excited about it. Like the fans
It's
not
not
going to
exciting.
be, the fans not going to be way more excited than the player. The players got to hype it up too. The
It's not
players got to,
exciting.
they got to make it exciting. They got to they got to find a way to make it more exciting.
Call me a hater, whatever they call it. But it is what it is. It is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Do better, please. NBA All Star, please do better. MCXPRadio sitting here chilling, man. They read my boy Broken Safety. Glad you guys are joining us, tuning in every day like that. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell, all of that good stuff. And I want to get to this. This is the fun part. This is the part that I've been waiting for the whole show. Because me and you and Grip, we always talk about games and whatnot. You know, we talk about nostalgia, stuff like that. But me and you was kind of bouncing some stuff off the brain. Okay. Remakes, and remasters of games. First, before anything, I'm gonna hit this. This is a new segment, guys. New segment called Remake or Remaster. Let's get it.
Giving up, giving up, giving up. It's hard to do.
Yes, remake or remaster. Yeah, I did that. Okay, so
Yeah.
first and foremost, before we even hit this, let's explain the real difference between a remake and a remaster of the video game. Okay, so we can let people understand. Okay, to me, I think we can kind of agree. The remake of a game has the intangibles of the same game, but with some added features and whatnot. You know, maybe a tweak in the storyline, but not necessarily. But you got a lot of added stuff that you couldn't do in the original game to make the game a little bit more funner, you know what I'm saying? Make it a lot more enjoyable, all of that good stuff. You don't necessarily come to, you know, remakes are tweaking that game up to make it, make it a lot better. And then usually, they have it on brand, newer systems and stuff like that. And so they're able to add the DLCs and this and whatnot. Remasters are pretty much the same exact game, just in like better graphics.
Oh, excuse me.
In a big roundabout way. And when I say that, that's like I've seen, what was it? Like God of War, like the very first God of War. I've seen it. I played it at the beginning when it first came out, but then I've also played it as a remaster when it was remastered to form up on the PS3, and it was pretty much the same game. It's just the graphics was just a lot more better than what it was from the first one. Nothing
That's
wrong
a
with it.
that's a good example, because you had another game, another God of War that came out, and it was just literally called God of War,
Mm-hmm.
right? So that game could be considered a remake,
Yeah, the new ones. Yeah.
because the newer God of War, where it's God of War, that's a remake of the original God of War, but it has a different story, better graphics, a whole new control scheme,
Mm-hmm.
new skills, everything like that. Like, to me, that's what a remake is. The new God of War is almost a brand new game.
Pretty
A
much.
good
Pretty much.
a good example of a remake. Two good examples, and it's three now. Good examples of remakes. would be the Resident Evil 2 and Resident
Yes.
Evil 3
Yes.
remakes.
Classic
So
too.
those is basically taking a remake is basically taking the same game. It's a game that's already been made, and you're making the same game with the same characters, but you're making a new control scheme, better graphics for the new. You're updating everything to a better generation,
Right. Right.
a better generation. So you're upgrading everything. The better control scheme, new weapons, better guns, better graphics. You know what I'm saying? And they changed the storyline. They tweaked the storyline just a little bit,
Just a
but
little.
overall it's the same storyline. But some different environments, some new environments and stuff like that showed up, but a lot of the same environments show up as well. So, and yes, a remaster is taking a game and it's the same exact game, but better graphics, and it may
Mhm.
be faster,
Yeah. Yeah.
easier to save, stuff like that. Like it's a remaster, but it's basically the same exact game.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
not really adding new elements to it. It's mostly graphics, sound.
So I've got a list about 7 games that I came up with. Okay. Now some of these, I'm pretty sure the majority of these, I'm pretty sure you played some of these. I know I played them. That's why they're on my list and whatnot. But in between these 7 games, just want to kind of decide and just kind of talk about real quick. Should we remake them? Should they be remade, or should they just be remastered just to bring out? My first game, man. My first game that I want to talk about. I don't know if you guys know anything about this, but this shit here was the bomb on PS1 for me. Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver.
Mm.
Okay. Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver. And then I kind of want to show you guys this on the let me pull this up. For people who are not familiar with this. Now, because of copyright things, I can't necessarily play the audio. But this was one of the best game intros that I have ever seen. And if you don't know anything about Legacy of Kain, Kain was one of the head, um, what do you call it, vampires around the time. He had pretty much a brood of other vampires that he needed to help, help him rule the world and whatnot. And the guy that you end up playing is this guy that you see right here, Raziel. Now, Raziel was like the one guy, the one vampire that was just slightly different because this nigga had like beautiful wings and stuff like that. Everybody else didn't. Raziel didn't like that. He thought, Homeboy was just trying to upstage him and stuff. Wasn't really the case. But with that being said, of course you ain't gonna see it at the end of this, but Kane, as you can see the wings, yeah, the wings come out. Kane doesn't like it. Kane rips those wings. He sends them down to the abyss. And the whole game, you're trying to basically get your revenge, come back and get your revenge and whatnot. Game was very dope, very, 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 very dope. Um, you would go to different places. You would fight all your different brothers and whatnot, and you would always like suck up these souls and stuff like that. Would help you get like this big ass lightsaber on your arm, where you could just like be killing these dudes and just bringing their souls and stuff like that. And it was so real because he became a reaver of souls. So everybody that he would like defeat, he would suck up that soul and absorb their power. So for me personally, because it is very funny because I was looking at all my old PS2 games that I had, and I realized that I had pretty much every single Legacy of Kain. I need this to either be I could take either or. Personally, I don't think it needs to be changed. Give me a remaster. Give me a remaster.
Okay.
Give me a remaster. It's personally on me. Give me a remaster of that one. I would want that. I don't know. Do you remember anything about the game? I don't know if you.
I do remember the game. I did not play the game.
Okay. Okay. Let's go to the second one, which is one that you had mentioned, my brother. Metal Gear Solid, the OG. The OG Metal Gear Solid.
The OG Metal Gear still. It's one of my favorite games of all time. It's one of the funnest games that I played. Just the game over screen of that game is one of the best
Oh
game
yeah,
over screens like in the history of video games. It's like
yeah,
it's like an arcade game over screen. It's like when you die in the arcade. It's just and it like it's like the sound that it made, like
Snake,
and
Snake.
it would fill in the game over sign. You would actually see game over, and they would whoever is on the comms would scream be like Snake, no Snake,
Yeah,
oh like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
dude, I love that game. I need a remake of that game, a
Hmm.
remake, and
Even though they came out with more different versions and stuff of the game, the part ones and
well,
part
yeah,
twos.
you got part
I've
one,
actually
yeah.
got part five on. I've got part five
Yeah,
already.
yeah. I mean, yeah. Even though they got it, but they need to do it like like Capcom did with Resident Evil 2, like with Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3. Like we got Resident Evil 5, you got Resident Evil Biohazard, you got Resident Evil
Yeah,
Village, you got There's newer Resident Evil games, yeah, but they went and remade 2 because everybody loves 2. They went and remade 3 and 4 because everybody loves those games still.
yeah.
You know what I'm
They're waiting
saying?
on
Like
five now. On five.
yeah, now we're waiting on 5. And so yeah, I want a remake of Metal Gear, not just a remaster, but I want them
Remake.
to if but Hideo Kojima is real. Hideo Kojima, man, he's real eccentric, and I don't know if he can do a remake the way I would want him to. He gonna do it the way he want to do it, and it's
Well,
just
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I want a new updated control scheme. I want but I want it to be the same game, the same levels. I just want it to be better, like just to be a modern video game, like bring it into the modern era.
The
But
only thing that, the only thing about Metal Gear,
same story, everything.
and I like Metal Gear. I do like the series, but the only nigga that could compete with that shit was my boy Sam Fisher and Splinter Cell. And I'm
Yes,
just saying,
sir.
Splinter Cell was motherfucker, bro.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
is a motherfucker. So it's
yeah.
the only
Splinter
game
Cell was dope.
that could do that. Okay. Going on to the next one. We talked about this, bro. We talked about this. I need a remake or a remaster. I need a remake or a remaster. This can go either way. Y'all gotta give it to me though. Or I'm gonna find a way to play this shit old school. Motherfucking separation anxiety. I'm gonna
Yeah,
find a way. I'm
yeah,
going to find a way.
yeah.
Okay. Matter of
Separation
fact,
anxiety.
let me show you a little bit of this gameplay. I'm gonna show y'all a little bit of this gameplay, bro. This was my childhood, bro. I used to get on my brothers' nerves trying to play this game. Bro, come play this game with me. Bro, come play this game with me. He'd be like, bro, come on now. No, man. Watch. And he would always be Venom. I would be Spider-Man. But I didn't care because I was a Spider-Man head, dog. It's my favorite superhero.
Boo, boo,
So,
bow, 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 bow.
bro, bro, the power head with
Chunkums.
the. Come on, man. Watch him swing. Watch him swing. Ah. Ah. Nigga, these 32-bit graphics, nigga, was off the chain, bro.
Bro, 32. It's so funny how
I don't care
when
too
when
much. It was
when
off
we
the
was younger,
chain.
when we was younger, we thought 32 was just so much better than 16-bit. Like 32 was just like an amazing jump in graphics. Like and it
Yes, it was.
was. And it really
Yes,
was.
it
Like
was. Yes, it was.
you had to be there. You had to be there when it
You had
happened.
just real talk, bro. You had to be there. You
Young
had to be there.
kids nowadays, they'll look at Nintendo NES. They'll look at 8-bit. They'll look at 8-bit and be like, okay, this is not that big a difference from 16-bit. And then they'll look at 16 to 32 and be like, y'all thought that was better? Like, dog, you had to be there, dog. Like when 16-bit went to 32-bit, 32 is just so much beastlier. It was just so much better. They started doing motion cap. The characters, when Mortal Kombat came out and the characters looked like real people, like almost like it was just
I was revolutionary.
it
That was
was
revolutionary.
mind blowing. It was mind blowing. And then when 32 went to 64 and you had 3D, you had Virtual Cop and Virtual Fighter.
It
You
just didn't
had
make sense. But you had to be there.
you had to
I'm
be
good. I'm
there.
I'm
You
glad to
had to
say that
be
I've
there.
been alive to see all of this, man. I've been alive to see all
Yeah.
of this. This is
Yeah.
y'all don't understand. As a true fan of video games, like this is about the greatest thing ever. You know what I'm
You
saying? So
really
please,
had to be there to see how dope the graphics
how dope
were.
it was.
Like how
Because
big
every
how
time something
big of
new
an
came out, we were
advance.
like, "This is real,
Hmm.
dude. This is
Hmm.
fucking real, dude. This looks so real." And you look at it now, you just like, "Nah, like, look how far we've come. Look how far we've come.
Look how far
You
we
know what I'm
come.
saying?
You had to
Number
be there
four,
though.
number four. I think you might like this one
I
because
think
I
I
play.
if there's a certain game I'm waiting on, and I know it gotta be on here. I'm waiting on it, and you gotta have it on here. I ain't gonna say nothing, but it gotta be on here.
I don't know. I don't know because we all play different games, so I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna see. Number four, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see because I played this shit a lot too. See if you remember this one. Motherfucking True Crime, Streets of LA.
Streets of LA, yeah, yeah, yeah. They gotta remake that. They got that's a remake. That's definitely a remake. Not a. I
That
mean,
has to be a remake. That has to be a
with
remake.
with all the new guns they can add, new cars, a bigger city, more detailed city. They could really do the real LA. Like
Yes.
they can really
Yes.
put in the real Los Angeles. Like just make it
Yes.
really and make it gritty, make it like a gritty cop show, like almost like a cop game, like almost like make it as gritty as like the Shield, something like the Shield.
Yes,
Like
man. Yeah. Yeah.
make it real
Like
gritty.
yeah, gritty like one of these shows we be on TV.
Yeah,
I was like, yeah,
dirty
yeah.
with
Man, that's it.
dirty cops
Yeah,
and stuff
bro.
like
It should
that.
be like on some Law and
Um,
Order type shit.
yeah,
Like,
bad,
yeah.
double crossing politicians and stuff. Like
Yeah. What was it?
put
Blue
put
Bloods
like
and all the
yeah,
yeah.
put some like real detective stuff into it and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like,
Yeah.
that game could be so real.
Yeah. Yeah.
That game, RPG elements. You know what I'm saying? Skill trees. Oh my god,
All of that. Oh hell yeah. Oh hell yeah. Oh hell yeah.
that game could be so beast.
Number five. I don't know if this is on your list. Like I said, bro, I was playing these joints, man, a bunch, man. But number five, here we go. I don't know if you ever played this joint, but motherfucking The Punisher.
See, I didn't play it. Yeah, I didn't play that.
Bam. Okay. But y'all don't know about this one. Okay. This was like Frank Castle's like story. Like they could honestly they could remake this. They could remake this. Because the story of Punisher is just fucking crazy. But the beauty of this game is that you can literally interrogate dudes like in the most heinous ways possible. Okay. Dude, I've never seen it. Of course, it was, he's
with
shooting with
that
guns and stuff like this. But
would that even fly on a remake nowadays? Like, could they even would that even fly? I mean,
bro,
I
listen,
guess
listen,
it could.
listen. Look how gruesome God of War is in
Yeah.
itself.
Yeah, God of War is yeah.
In itself.
Mortal Kombat
This
is
new
still
Mortal
gruesome.
Kombat. Look how
Mortal
gruesome
Kombat,
that is.
yeah.
So you mean to
It's
tell me they
still,
couldn't do?
yeah.
Look, this man would interrogate people like with broken glass, like broken window panes. Like he'll smash them through the fucking window, and like it'd be like a sharp piece of glass. And be like, no, tell me what I need to hear. And dude would be like, no, I ain't saying. And then you could like literally like control like how far you gonna go down with the window pane. And then I would just stab the shit, just you know what I'm saying? Like,
he said I'll just step
oh,
bomb.
just
So you was brutal with your
brutal,
interrogation techniques.
brutal, brutal.
You
Because
was
the way
like
I feel, see,
you was like Jack Bauer out this motherfucker. Jack
I was
Bauer.
I was one of those guys that put myself in the shoes of the player. Okay, put myself in the shoes of the character. I know the story of the Punch. I
Right.
know the story. They
Right.
killed his family.
Right. So you gonna
So
be
guess
hot.
what? All of y'all die.
All y'all
All of
die.
y'all.
Yeah.
I don't care. As soon as I find my information, you're dying.
Yeah.
Facts.
So you
Facts.
tell them you'll live if I tell you
Tell
why
me
you,
what. Yeah.
and then you
I
still
sure
gonna off
would.
you still
I
gonna
sure
off
would. I sure would. Tell me what I need to hear. Then you tell me the information. Okay, thank you. Now you're dead.
Bleh.
Bullet to the head. We're
Bullet to
gone.
the-
We're gone. All right. That was my shit. Number 6. I know you probably didn't play this one.
Not
But
fucking with you, man.
this game here has a heart to me. Isn't it right here on number 6? This one has a very, very big heart to me. This is when I had the old school
Dog,
Sega Saturn.
if this game not on your list, bro,
It's
go
probably
ahead.
I don't know what game you even talking about. See, that's the thing, man. Like these are games that I would love to see, which is it's a whole bunch more. But
I
for
just
folks with
started
time,
it. I just thought of this game too. But
uh,
when I said everybody's gonna agree. Go
let me
ahead.
see.
Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna see what you're saying. Number 6, man, was this game right here, Mr. Bones. Okay, y'all don't understand me being a music guy and everything like that, man. Mr. Bones holds a very special place in my heart. I don't know what it is about this game, but you were a skeleton that came out of you're like a dead jazz musician. You come out of the grave, and it's all these other skeletons that have like red eyes. It's a guy that's like trying to control the world, and he's gonna do it with like bad skeletons and stuff. Everybody got red eyes, but you got the blue eyes. But he's a
Mm,
dead jazz musician. He has a guitar that he can just change people's minds and stuff like that. It was so, and every level was different. That's what made it so revolutionary. Every single level was like different. And when I say
okay.
different, it was like you had to do different things on every single level. Like it wasn't structured the same. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't so every like one level you may start off with like your head and your spine, and you got to get all your bones back. The next level you got to come up and now you got to play bongos and make these guys like change their minds. The next level you over here got to play the guitar. Mr. Bones will always hold a special place in my heart, and I will never forget when I had that fucking it was a what is it, the thunderstorm that had happened while I was playing my Sega Saturn, and it just shorted out my Sega Saturn. I couldn't play the games no more. So I'm kind of hurt, but I think I do still have it in storage somewhere. So I'm gonna some way somehow get back to playing this game one way or another. Plus, I didn't have a memory card back then, so I was kind of fucked up. But Mr. Bones, you always gonna hold a special place in my heart. Okay. Now, number 7, which is gonna be my last one. You can tell me whatever that game is. Number 7, we played this though, bro. We played this. We played this as a group, as a fam, all of this good shit.
Oh, okay.
You ready?
Yeah, sir. Yeah, man.
Stranglehold.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Stranglehold. I don't.
That's a good
dude,
one. That's a good one. That's a
dude,
good one.
dude,
That's a good one.
dude. And I'll give y'all. I'll give y'all a little bit of this good shit. I gotta give you a little bit of this good shit.
Yeah,
Hold on.
that's a good one.
I,
That's
I
a
gotta
real.
give.
That's a real good one.
I gotta give you a little bit of the good.
No,
I gotta give you a little bit of it.
I'm always gonna favor a remake over a remaster, man. I'm sorry. I just.
Remember that shit, bro. Remember we get
Yeah, bullet time. Bullet time.
the bullet time, the everything on the freaking stage was like could be shot and broken and all of that stuff. You just, I mean, you taking news out with signs and whatnot. The bullet time, I think it's gonna show the bullet time at the end, man. Because of copyright stuff, I'm not playing the sound and whatnot. But yes, man. Chow Yun Fat, he did this, man.
Yeah,
He would
dude.
slide on the he
It's
would slide on
basically
those bars. It was a movie, wasn't it?
yes. So it was basically an ode to Hard Boiled and The Killer.
That's right. That's
So
right.
it was
That's right.
the John Woo movies.
Bullet time.
John Woo did two really famous movies that I mean it really started the whole bullet time kind of even concept. was from those movies, from Hard Boiled and The Killer. So those were two cult movies, pretty old movies that, I mean, they made John Woo came to America, of course, and did a few American movies. You know what I'm saying? And he brought some of his elements to his American movies. One of his American movies was with John Travolta and Nicolas Cage, Face Off. Face Off was directed by John Woo, but The Killer. Anybody who haven't seen John Woo movies, go watch The Killer. You have to watch The Killer. And Hard Boiled, I believe, was first. I'm sure Hard Boiled came out first, but you gotta watch The Killer. You have to watch The Killer.
Yeah, legit movie. Now, Brian, I'm expecting it wasn't on this list, so go ahead and tell me real quick. What was that game you say?
GoldenEye.
Oh, come on, bro.
GoldenEye 007. GoldenEye 007. Right. You know, everybody, right. And I just thought it, and that's the funny thing. I was thinking earlier what games, and that everybody is gonna want a remake or a remaster of GoldenEye. Everybody probably a remake because it'll update it into the modern era. But I mean, come on now, GoldenEye, bro.
No, GoldenEye, you're right. I can see a lot of people want to remake it. I think they did release it again. I think even Grip said he has it on Xbox. So I think they did try to bring it back out as a remaster or something like that.
Oh, it's already been done.
Yeah. I think they did. My only thing with GoldenEye, I didn't own a 64. I didn't have a 64, so I didn't really play GoldenEye.
Yeah, I didn't own a 64 either. But yeah.
But I would always go to somebody's house and they would have it, and we're having shitload of fun.
Rotation. That game. If anybody owned that game was on heavy rotation. It was that and Madden and whatever NBA game they were playing at the time.
No doubt.
Like those were the games. Like literally those three games.
No doubt, man. Look, y'all. I don't want to hold you guys too long. This is amazing. Me and Brian can go on for days and days and hours talking about games. But I understand you people's time. I love you guys and I appreciate you guys chilling with me. BGSE Network, all of that good stuff. Y'all know how we do it. Monday Man Cave, man. I want to let you guys know that I will not be here next week because I have to go out of town, handle some business. But I'll be back the following week so we can get it back up and running. So I want to tell you that don't be expecting a show coming next week. But I'm letting you know that now. But with all love and all of that good stuff, BGSE Network, Big Game, my man, the Buff Nerd, and everybody else that's a part of what we do. We thank you. We love you. I appreciate you guys so much. I always tell you guys, man, before I head out, if you are suffering from anything mental health wise, please seek help. Do what you need to do. There are numbers you can call. There's text message numbers that you can text and stuff like that. And just do it, man, because mental health is such an important thing. I always tell you guys, it's cool. It's very, very cool to have your friends and your family talk to you. And sometimes they'll tell you things that you want to hear and whatnot. But sometimes it's good to just talk to a stranger, let them know your situation, and here's something that you need to hear to help you better on with your life. But I appreciate you guys, man, for stopping by, for kicking it with me in this man cave. Until next time, like I said, not next week, it's going to be the week after. But until next time, for myself, for my man Brian, for BGSE Network, Big Game, for Buff Nerd, for my man Grip. Shout out to Grip, man. Make sure you check out Chris Hates Everything. Look, I love you guys, man. And until then, I will be back. I hope you guys are taking care of yourselves. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all take it easy, all right? Peace.
Dance on the beach or something, we can slide all night. Smoke a little weed or something, getting high all night. Got my brown on ice, and you looking right. Then that see-through linen with that ass sitting right. You know how I do it, I'm a player for life. If I do